Hey guys, it's good, the bad, the unusual. It's been a long time, months actually. You know, nobody wants to hear bitching, but it's been crazy last few months. Now I'm not even going to talk about it because we don't get on here to talk about that kind of shit. But what I do have is a good, a bad, and an unusual film to talk about. This is refreshing and therapeutic, if you will, to get back on here and talk about some of the stuff I've, watched lately. And I'd like to keep it current again. I'd like to, do them like I used to, 1 or 2 a week maybe. Anyway, first thing, I actually watched this last night. I was blown away. Absolutely amazing. It is a Peter Greenaway film, and it is Drowning by Numbers. Now, I had never seen it, and this came in that box set I showed, I want to say not too long ago, but a few videos ago I showed you the box set, the Peter Greenaway box set that I had got from Australia. For some reason I held off and watched this one last. I didn't think it was going to be good. Just beautiful. Utterly amazing. Basically, it's a story about 3 sisters who have 3 husbands, and they murder all of their husbands by drowning them. And they basically are playing a game with the coroner to try and get the coroner to keep his mouth shut. Very interesting, beautifully shot. It's a lot like any of his other films. If you've seen any Peter Greenaway films, they all look just like cinematography is just perfect, and this is no exception. This is the exact same. But the coolest part, what I thought was the coolest part about this movie, is the number game that plays with you as it goes through the film. The very beginning, the first shot of the film is a little girl who counts from 1 to 100 and names 100 different stars in the sky. And then from there, after every 2 or 3 scenes, it'll show you another number on the screen somewhere in the video. There'll be a number hanging right here, or there'll be a number on a sign, there'll be a number on a car that drives by, and it counts from 1 to 100 throughout the film. But some of the numbers you can't spot, because I didn't spot all of them. I'd be watching and I would see 17, 18, 19, and then I would see 24, and I'd be like, damn, I missed a bunch. But if you pay attention, it's definitely really cool. It was just something a little extra that made the film very unique. Anyway, that is Drowning by Numbers. Very cool film. I absolutely loved it, and it comes highly recommended. Alright, my bad. Now, I bought this film probably in probably the year it was released. Let's do a little research here. 2008. I got Grace in 2008. I thought it was going to be, a cool little, oh, it's a demon baby pregnant woman kind of flick. So boring, so predictable, and just a waste of my time. Poor CGI, bad acting, predictable. I hated it. I'm kind of glad I held off for years to watch it, but I just thought it was so predictable and boring. Now, the end, when it finally does build up, is a little bit interesting near the end, but it takes so long that I was bored, just terribly bored. Anyway, this is a 2008 horror film about a baby. Not much else I really need to say. Alright, and lastly, I got something unusual I'd like to show you. Now, this came out maybe a month ago, and I'm sure that everybody has already talked about it. I haven't been watching any videos at all, so I'm sure I'm a little bit behind on this one. But I finally took the time to watch it as well, so I figured I'd talk about it. My unusual is the Gutterballs Repenetrated Edition. And I don't know exactly. I think they made, oh, it says right here, and they made 69 copies of this of this film. Ryan Nichols autographed it like he always does his special stuff. And on the back here, it tells you right there, I got 55 out of 69. All right, and it's actually it's the film, but it's reworked. It's got stuff added to it that's not in any of the other editions. Alright, it also comes with this evidence bag, and the evidence bag is kind of vulgar and nasty, so I'm just going to show you that part of it. And then on the inside here, that's what the disc looks like. Basically what they did was, if you've seen the film Thriller, there's 2 different cuts of Thriller. There's the theatrical version, and I know Synapse released both versions. The theatrical one came in the yellow case, and then they had the uncut edition, which had explicit sex in it, and it was in the red cover edition for the Synapse releases of Thriller. This is basically the same thing, but with Gutterballs. It is a hardcore rendition of the film, so it's the exact same film, but there's hardcore sex close-ups spliced in, mostly for the sex scene, or the rape scene, I'm sorry, and then also through the sex scenes throughout the film as well. But it's the same film. The audio and stuff is not as good. You can tell he didn't spend near as much time. It wasn't like mastered the same as he did the original film. It was kind of like hastily put together, but it's still a cool addition, and it's a pretty rare thing to have, so I really liked it. And if you do get it, there's some pretty funny stuff on the back you could read. But since I was, on the subject of Gutterballs, this is the other edition of Gutterballs I have. It's the French release. It's a 2-disc thing. It's also numbered here on the back. I think they did 1,000, and this is 153. But if you open this up, it comes with a bunch of stills and stuff from the film. But inside here, it has the extended version, which is the unrated American version, and then it's got the R-rated French version of the film. So that's 3 different cuts for the film. The real cut, the extended with explicit sex cut, and then the French R-rated version, which I imagine is just a little bit tamer on that rape scene. That's the only one I haven't watched. I've seen the theatrical, or the real one, and I've seen the penetrated edition, and I like the theatrical one the best, in all honesty. The repenetrated one was a cool idea, but the quality of the actual film and the way they mastered it, it seems even more of a B movie. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Good, a bad, and an unusual. Hopefully you guys welcome me back with open arms and all that good stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I left undone and unsaid before I got off here, and I need to get through my inbox and just sort everything out and, fix everything as best I can. But I will be getting on that, guys, I promise you. Alright, guys, you have a good one, and take it easy.